Hi everyone, it's Rhonda Lee here, and today I'm coming to you with a design team project for Jennifer over at Genevieve Designs. And I'm really excited because I made a really nice vintage journal using one of her templates. It's called the Top Note Printable template, and like a lot of her templates, they're very versatile. You can print them on cardstock, or you can use your favorite designer paper and print them on that, and there's just a lot you can do with them. So we'll get started here. I'll show you here. First of all, this is a set of them. Let me back up a little bit here, maybe. Let's see, there we go. Okay. So it comes like this. You get 26 pages total in the Top Note printable template. 13 pages are blank, and then the other 13 pages, another set, you get to pick one of 7 backgrounds. So there's like music notes, there's old paper, there's a collage, there's a watermark one, a doily one, splats, and text. This is the text one. So this time I printed out this set onto some cream colored cardstock, and so that's what I am using in this project that I made. I really like that. And you can print it on anything you want, but I just decided to do it like this. You can also cut them out and then fold them like in half, depending on the kind of binding you want to do. Or you can cut them, like right in half. So depending on how you want to do it. Alright, so I'll show you some of them here. These are some of the pages. And there's some of them have pockets. Like, see right here, you cut along there, and then that will be a pocket. You can fold this in half, or you can cut it like, So it's really neat. I really like these. And I like the Top Note design. I don't know why they call it Top Note, but I like that shape. And here's one. It's like a side pocket, so you would just cut around here, and then you have a pocket there. And then there's inserts also that come in the kit, and tags, and envelopes, like policy envelopes. Let's see. Different size pages. You see, you get a lot. You get, for the money, it's a really good deal. You get a lot of things, and you can print them, over and over, of course, like any digital download. So you can also, if you just print it in regular, it will come with the inking in brown. But you could change your printer settings to have it print in black if you want that kind of a color outline instead. So it's pretty neat. So let me show you what I came up with. This is a big fatty. So here it is. I went real vintage with this one, and I've included a lot of actual, really authentic vintage photos in here. They're not copies or anything, and in fact the one on the cover here is a tintype photo. It's one of those kind that's like from the late 1800s that they used to photograph right straight onto the metal. So that's an old picture. I'm lucky enough to own a few, so I thought I'd best stop hoarding them and start doing something with them. So I put one of them on the cover here. And then these are some of the papers. I've distressed the edges with the Tim Holtz distressing tool, and most of the inking's done for you, but I may have inked here and there a little more. This frame here I cut out with a Sizzix die, and then I embossed it with a Frontage kind of embossing powder. It's really neat. Added some like little doilies there, and these are like little lace stickers. And then I've added some lace here and some metal. And I have, see, 4 signatures that I sewed in, and you can barely see the stitching because I I used this thread, but it's a very strong thread. I don't know if you can see it. It's really thin, but it's really super strong. I think it's like upholstery thread, and it's in brown, so you can barely see it. So I added some more lace, cut out some appliques and things here, and then some more metal embellishments. And I made a little hole up there and put an eyelet, and I have a charm with on a tin Holtz swivel. See if you can see this. Let's see if I can get this in here. So I just made this little charm. I have a little flower there and some beads, and a little clock, and just some vintage looking little charms to go with it there. And there's the back. It's just plain. Now the covers I made out of an actual I don't know what they call them, but you know, it's like when they give you photos, you know, and you stand them up, and it's like the frame, you know, is made out of this stuff. So I took one of them and I converted it into the cover, and I hope it holds up because it's really old. It's very, very old. So anyhow, we'll go inside. I put a ribbon here through some eyelets, and I've been really inspired lately by a lot of videos out there to do something really, you know, vintage looking. So inside you can see how this is those photo things. I don't know what they call them, you know, presentation folders or something. And this is an actual vintage photo that I have of this couple, and I have a lot of pictures of them actually. I don't know who they are, but but I think I'd say this is the early 1900s. And so I put this beautiful piece here that I got from Claudine. Thank you, Claudine. I thought it looked really good with it. And so yeah, and the this was like a folder for a photograph, like I said, and here's the other side of it. It was all like kind of flat, and this part folded over to the other part, and then when you opened it there was the photo. And so I just made that a pocket there, and I left the original kind of string stuff there, but you can see how it was like a photo mat. It has the name right there, if you can see that. But anyway, and I also used some what do you call it, Inca gold stuff kind of around the edges to make it pop a little and look a little old. Okay, so as you can see here, this is part of the printable kit here, and I thought it just looked really cool. And so this is what I was talking about, how you can cut out the pocket there. So I folded mine in half since I did that kind of you know, stitched them in with the pamphlet stitch kind of thing. So this first pocket here, I just made like a little booklet. I just sewed it in with some string, and it was oily. I did coffee stain a lot of the things in here. This is some really cool like wax paper that I found at Daiso that has like print on it. I really think it's cool, so I just put that in there. And I forget what color. Oh, I think it's the Distress ink. Oh shoot, I always forget which color it is I use. I don't know, it's one of them. So that's that page. And then I have some other papers in here also, which weren't in Jen's kit. Excuse me. But I believe they were from oh, I'll put it in the description box below. I can't think of it right now. But they're really pretty papers. They look very antique, and I like the black lace on the edge. I used a corner punch on the pages, and every page is distressed. Okay, so here's the next page. And I made this tag with one of these really neat garment tags. They're old, and I coffee stained it. And I got these from Denise. Thank you, Denise. And I had some tickets here that I stained also, and I did some stamping and had some old ribbon and put a little charm there. And that's the back. And did some stamping here, and this is like a Rita Donnelly idea here for the corner. And then I got some bags, like these glassine or whatever they're called, bags. I love the sound of them. And they're stained also. Used some washi tape. Made a pocket there. And just have this little journaling tag there. And I don't know if you can tell, but there are lines on some of these pages, so there's a lot of places to do some real journaling on here too. So there's some more of that wax paper, and I put some of that lace sticker stuff there. I like the sound of this. And these were stained, and they were given to me by Crafty Irina in Iraq. She you know, cut these out and gave me a big stack of them, and I love them. So here's another bag, and I used some of these stamps here. It looks like a lace-up thing. And I got some Tim Holtz film strip, and you know, little cards here, and enjoy the journey. So that's a little pocket, and I have an old photo, which I thought was kind of funny. And this one I put some like crackle stuff on it. I don't know if you can tell that, but and a little sticker there says Partners in Crime. And I thought that was really funny. So that's that one. And here's another top note page cut out in that shape, and I did this on some other paper. I had another digital download that I had, and I just cut it out with the template though. And some more stained doilies. There's another one of the pages from Jones, and I have one of the Tim Holtz little metal things, and it says memories on there. And the other side of it is a pocket. That's what I love of these templates, because they're so cool the way she does all these little pockets and everything in envelopes. So here's an envelope with some tag here. It's just you can journal in here. Okay. It just goes back in there and then goes right in the pocket. Another doily, another top note that I printed onto the lined paper here. And cut it out. And here's another stained bag. And in here, I put a little tab onto this little pocket from the templates, and this just opens up, and I just made, I don't know, just like a little photo thing here, and got one of these little cards and a little stamping. So that's that. Okay. Well, I didn't count how many pages are in here, but there's a lot. I didn't know when to stop, I guess. And here's another bag pocket. And inside I have this glassine little envelope that I just have a button and a flower and some string there and doily. And did some stamping here and have a little ticket. And inside here is a photo, an actual old photo of these two girls. Yeah. So, and also inside here is an old photo. This is one of those, what do they call, found relatives from Tim Holtz. I like these. These are really neat. So I have that in there too. And stamp some music stuff on the back here and have some washi. And then I took a time card that I had coffee stained, and I did some punching on the edge there and made it a long pocket here. And in here I have some postcards I love this one, the way that came out. I put a doily on it after I stained it, and I did bake all the papers also. There's this one. I did some stamping, put some, a bag, actually, it's a brown bag on the back. So, here's another top note page, which I made it like a big pocket. So every signature at the end has a pocket, one of these pockets. And I just have some ephemera in here. A little clip and one of those little flashcard things. And a postcard. 2 postcards. And then this paper right here, I have had forever. I don't even know for sure what it is, but it's really old. I've had it forever, and so I thought I'd just use it. It looks really old. And this was some paper that I had baked and, you know, stained and stuff. So that just goes in the pocket there. Then here's the second signature, and the top note design again with a pocket. And I have a couple envelopes. I made this one, cut this out as some text, put a brad, and then some of that paper from Daiso, that wax paper. And so I just did some stamping on this little envelope. And I can't remember what's in here. Oh, just more ephemera, cards, and some of that paper, and a little photo, real photo, old photo. So just like that. This is really fun to make. I've been really inspired by Innkeeper. She does some amazing journals, and also by a lady named Angie out there. I'm not sure of her last name, might be Bunner or something, but she doesn't have a channel or anything, but I've seen her work through some mail that she sent other ladies here, and oh gosh, I'm telling you, I'm addicted to watching those videos. She is really amazing, and she inspired me to kind of get into this a little more into the layering in, like ephemera and the vintage look. So I've really been into watching her videos lately. Okay, I already took that out. No, I didn't. Okay, there's another clip here, and there's a picture. Boy, these clips are so tiny. There's another one of those cards, and there's this old picture here from like Harper's Bazaar of this. It's really neat, this lady in her dress. So I'll just put that in there. It's about to fall apart, it's so old. I think I got this envelope in a pocket letter from Christina. Thanks, Christina. Okay. So this is some actual vellum here that I just did some on the edge punching and some stamping and stuff. I just love the sound of it. Okay, so here I put another one of those pockets that folds up like that. And this was something I downloaded. I think it's really cute though. It looks like burlap. It has a little tag. I think I found it on Pinterest maybe, and printed it up. So yeah, there's not a lot of colors. I tried to just stick with the black and the creams and kind of thing in here. More of that paper. And then I did stain and bake some tags and did some stamping and have a little lace on there. I just love this baking the papers and everything. There's another time card right there, and I did some stamping on there. And Here's another page here, and then here's a pocket that comes in the kit. So I just put a little doily thing and a button, and here's the tag. It goes in there, and I put a little button and some material on there. Did some stamping. The other side of that time card. And here's another one of these tabs, metal tabs. Another corner pocket here that I made out of one of these guest receipts that I stained and baked. And this I've had for a little while. This is from Angie from My Fairy Treasures. She made this and gifted me a lot of really cool ephemera stuff that she made, and she stitched it all, and I really love it. I added the ticket and this little doily thing here, and put some fibers on the little tags that she made. Thank you, Angie. I finally had a good use for it. I've been hoarding it, but I really like it. I think it goes really well in here. And there's another doily, paper doily, stained, and time card that my baking sheet is bumpy, and I really like the way that turned out. That looks really cool to me. So I was happy with that. And then in the pocket there, I just made a little card here. Put a paper doily, and I had this cool picture of this cat. And I got like some fibers and cut out some text flowers and a brad and did some stamping there. That's the back. Just for interest. Some more vellum. And that's the end of that signature. And in the pocket, I have some more of those postcards. They're really old. They are actual old postcards. You can see the doily print there. And then I have this stamp that stamps this postcard thing on the back. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, so then we're on the third signature here. Another pocket, and I made another little envelope here. The text flower, and inside just have this little tiny tag and a little bow, and it's attached to the other half of the guest check that I used on a corner. You can do journaling on there. So, and that just fits in here. Where did I get this now? Okay, here it is. Okay, so now we're on the third signature, and another tag here. Oh, I forgot to put a ribbon on there. But I love these stamps. They're so cute. Let me see how that came out with the staining. It's really neat. I have that clipped onto one of these bags. These antique looking bags, which I love. And so it's a pocket, of course. And with another bag, I just made this little booklet, and I had this it's like material washi, and it says natural style handmade. And I have a doily and did some stamping on there. And so it opens. And it's hard to see this picture, but it's like this is a real actual photo, and it's like some guy sitting on a rock. I don't know what he's doing, but it looked like he was thinking to me, so I put the think card there and got some washi and some lines for journaling. And inside the bag there's a postcard, and there's a pocket on the other side. And these are some other actual photos. Maybe that was his wife. I'm not sure. And this guy. I'm just glad I'm using all these old photos I have finally. I finally got brave enough. So, I like that, the way that turned out. I'll just put all these clips back in later where they go. So, move on along, did some, you know, edge punching there. And here's a postcard, and it just flips up like that. And I have this tape, it's like packing tape that I really like. And it looks like a row of hinges. It's just hinges, a whole strip of tape. So I put one there. And then I covered the back with some bag and did some stamping, put some washi, and sentiment here. Friendship is celebrating the good times. Struggling through the bad times and being there for all time. And some more vellum. Here's another time card. And I made this flower out of that Daiso wax paper. It's kind of squished now, but you can see that. I put like a crochet doily, little tiny doily behind it, and put some twine and one of these tickets. And you can see the doily imprint from when I stained it and baked it. So here's another page, template page here with a pocket, and it holds one of these policy envelopes. And so it has that tag there. And there's the other side of that time card with the doily print. More vellum. And here's another bag I made into a pocket. And it's just a bunch of ephemera that I coffee stained and baked. This tag, did some stamping on it. And one of these weekly time records from Denise's store. I just love these, and I stained it and I did some printing, stamped a date, and that's how that came out. I just love that. Those are so cool. And these are some book pages from a book I had that I gutted, and I stained. I thought they came out really cool. It smells so good too. That's those pages. And some more of that old paper that I've had for ages. I think it was my dad's. I don't know what it was, but I've had it forever. It's really, really old. So that's just a bunch of cool ephemera to go in that pocket. If I can find it again. Yeah, I stuffed this thing. I hope it holds up. I might have to take some stuff out, or it might bust at the seams. Okay. So we're on to the last signature here, and again I started it with one of these side pocket top note pages, and in this pocket I have a little bag that I stamped on and made a little tag here. And just like an old general store receipt. Oh, it's Dreams, etc. That's where I got these other pages and this page too. That's who it was. And here's another bag that I did some stamping. I love these stamps. And dyed it and everything. And here I just have another stack of ephemera. A little flashcard, one of the Tim Holtz found relatives. And this tag here, I put a little lace on, and this was made by Angie Bell. And she did stitching around it. So I put that to good use. And this last signature is printed on paper mostly, where the rest of this was all cardstock. So this is like a lot of paper, actual pages. So you could do a lot more journaling in this section. Again, I distressed all the edges with the distressing tool and with distressing ink, and punched the corners and stamped. There's some more of that vellum. So crinkly. Okay. And there's another tag. I put some black lace on there and did some stamping. There's a top note page and a top note pocket here. And this is all in the kit. So inside here, I just made it like a little booklet, and I have a real old photo of this lady in her rocking chair. I thought that was a great photo. So that's that, and it just goes back in here. And here's a big pocket that I stamped, and I cut out some this text flower and little filigree thing, that Tim Holtz dies, and I made another tag here, and it's on one of those I don't know what they are, like a claim check kind of thing. So I used the Tim Holtz film strip here, and I don't even know what this is called, but it's the Tim Holtz thing. And this is a photo of the couple that's in the front when they were getting married. This is actually them in another photo. And have some I think it's tea stained from Candace Scarborough seam binding here. Put a little charm, some washi, and did some stamping on there. So that's this tag. I just love these tags. They are really fun to use. So let's see, where was this? Lost my place. Oh yeah, there we go. I finally used that Tim Holtz film strip. I've had it for so long and I haven't even used it, so it was fun to use that. And some more pages here. Lots of pages for journaling. Some more vellum. So I was trying to make it really look old and put a lot of real old things in it. So here's another bag that I turned into another pocket there. And let's see what I have. Oh, yeah, I have one of the library pockets here. And I stained it also and did some stamping. I stamped some dates on it. I love the way that turned out. Okay, where is it? It's so fat it won't stay open. I did some washi there, and this photo is actually that same couple again. This is them too. Oh yeah. So that's the last page there. There's a pocket here and I don't have anything in it. Oh. So here where I made this little pocket in the back, I put a couple old things I have. This is such a pretty photo thing holder. Can you see that embossing there? It's so neat, like a cameo. And love this paper that they put in here to cover the photo. It's really neat, very pretty. And so there's this old photo here. And so I just thought I'd put that in there. And this old photo too of these guys. And it's an actual postcard like they used to do back then. This was in a photo album, that's what the black is. But you can see like where we get our ephemera, that this is one of the real ones though. It's from like the early 1900s. It's really neat. So that is my project. I hope you guys like it. It was really fun to put together. I hope it holds up. If not, I don't know what will happen. But I'm afraid it's gonna split because it's so fat. But let me know what you think. I think it's awesome. I'm really happy with it. And you guys go over to Jen's. I'll have all the links in the description below to Jen's channel and her Etsy shop. And she also has great tutorials on ideas for using her templates and everything, and instructions. So you'll find all the information in the description. And so leave a comment. Let me know what you think, you guys. Okay? Have a great weekend. All right. Bye-bye.